Q9374. A pilot is operating in Class G airspace. If existing weather conditions are below those for VFR flight, an IFR flight plan must be filed and an ATC clearance received prior to A. Takeoff if weather conditions are below IFR minimums. B. Entering controlled airspace. C. Entering IFR weather conditions. The correct answer is B. When weather conditions are below VFR minimums, pilots in Class G airspace are not required to file an IFR flight plan or obtain an ATC clearance for takeoff. However, if they intend to enter controlled airspace, such as Class B, C, D, or E airspace, they must file an IFR flight plan and obtain an ATC clearance before entering that airspace. This is to ensure separation and coordination with other aircraft in controlled airspace. 9006. What minimum information does an abbreviated departure clearance cleared as filed include? A. Clearance limit and en route altitude. B. Clearance limit, transponder code, and DP, if appropriate. C. Destination airport, en route altitude, transponder code, and DP, if appropriate. The correct answer is C. For cleared as filed clearances, the following rules apply. 1. The destination airport listed on the flight plan will be included in the clearance as issued. As filed, cleared to destination. 2. The DP name and number will be announced by the controller. 3. S7ARs are not often mentioned in an initial clearance, but are considered a part of the route of flight when filed in a flight plan. 4. The clearance will specify an en route height, or the pilot will be informed to anticipate an assigned or filed altitude within a specific time period or at a specific point following departure. This might be indicated in the DP or orally during the departure clearance. 9439. An ATC instruction? A. Is the same as an ATC clearance. B. Is a directive issued by ATC for the purpose of requiring a pilot to take a specific action. C. Must be read back in full to the controller and confirmed before becoming effective. The correct answer is B. An ATC instruction is a directive given by air traffic control to a pilot, instructing them to perform a specific action such as changing altitude, heading, or speed. It differs from an ATC clearance, which is permission granted by ATC to proceed under specific conditions. When receiving an ATC instruction, the pilot is expected to comply with it promptly and accurately. 9402. What action should a pilot take when a clearance is reserved from ATC that appears to be contrary to a regulation? A. Read the clearance back in its entirety. B. Request a clarification from ATC. C. Do not accept the clearance. The correct answer is B. The pilot should communicate with ATC to seek clarification regarding the clearance. It is important to ensure a clear understanding of the instructions provided by ATC and to resolve any discrepancies or conflicts with regulations before proceeding. Simply accepting a clearance that seems contrary to a regulation may compromise safety and regulatory compliance. Therefore, requesting clarification from ATC is the recommended course of action in such situations. 9402-1. While airborne and below the MEA, the pilot accepts an IFR clearance. Sole responsibility for terrain and obstruction clearance remains with the pilot unless A. The flight continues in clouds or above a ceiling, and ATC transmits radar contact. B. An appropriate minimum IFR altitude providing obstruction clearance is attained. C. The pilot advises ATC that he or she is unable to maintain terrain/obstruction clearance. The correct answer is C. When flying below the minimum IFR altitude, the pilot is responsible for maintaining terrain/obstacle clearance unless they notify ATC that they are unable to do so.